What if I told you that one drone strike in the middle of the night almost pushed the world to the edge of war? January 3rd, 2020, Baghdad International Airport. Dark skies, silence, then suddenly missiles strike a moving convoy. Within seconds, one of the most powerful military figures in the Middle East was dead. But why would the United States take such a massive risk? And what really happened behind the scenes? This is the story of the strike that shook the world. The man killed in the strike was Qasem Soleimani. He was not Iran's president. He was the commander of Iran's elite Quds Force, a powerful branch of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Inside Iran, he was seen as a national hero. Outside Iran, especially by the United States, he was considered one of the most dangerous men. For years, the U.S. accused him of organizing attacks against American troops in Iraq and supporting armed groups across the Middle East. Tensions had been rising between the United States and Iran for decades, especially after the 1979 Iranian Revolution. But in 2018, things escalated again. In 2018, U.S. President Donald Trump withdrew America from the Iran nuclear deal. Sanctions were reimposed. Iran's economy suffered heavily. In 2019, several attacks targeted oil tankers and U.S. military bases in Iraq. The U.S. blamed Iran-backed groups. Then, in December 2019, an American contractor was killed in a rocket attack in Iraq. The U.S. responded with airstrikes on an Iran-backed militia. Soon after, protesters attacked the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad. At this point, Washington believed Soleimani was planning more attacks, and that's when the decision was made. On January 3, 2020, a U.S. drone fired missiles at a convoy leaving Baghdad Airport. Soleimani was killed instantly. The Pentagon stated the strike was ordered to prevent imminent attacks against American personnel. Iran, however, called it an act of terrorism and a violation of Iraqi sovereignty. The world held its breath. Was this the beginning of a full-scale war? Days later, Iran launched ballistic missiles at two Iraqi military bases housing U.S. troops. Thankfully, no American soldiers were killed directly in the missile strike, though many later reported brain injuries. Both sides stepped back from further escalation. But the damage was done. The strike deepened hostility between Washington and Tehran. It also shifted power dynamics inside Iran and across the region. According to U.S. officials, the main reasons were to stop alleged planned attacks on American forces, to deter Iran from escalating further, to reassert U.S. strength in the region. Critics, however, argued there was limited public evidence of an imminent threat. The strike risked triggering a major war. It increased instability rather than reducing it. So was it a strategic move or a dangerous gamble? That debate continues even today. One drone strike, one powerful commander, two nations on the brink. The Middle East changed that night, but the deeper conflict between the United States and Iran remains unresolved. And the real question is, was this the end of something? Or just another chapter in a much longer story?